And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Azubuike in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Clippers, George in the front court along with Leonard. Powell is out there with Wall, and it's Zubac in at the center position. And tonight, Doris, 2 experienced teams battling.
Kevin, these guys all know how to play the game. They understand defensive rotations. They understand what's successful offensively. This is going to be so fascinating to watch with all this experience.
Good.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now, here's Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Utah keeping it alive. A new 14. Azubuike, good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass. I mean, this guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovic. Driving the lane. Out to Conley. Here's Horton Tucker. Azubuike trying to break free. The shot's good from Horton Tucker.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Zubac the pass to Leonard. Drills the 3-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Right side, Bogdanovic feeds to Mitchell. Pass to Azubuike. Stolen by Zubac. To the wing right side. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Off target from outside. The pass to Mitchell. Bogdanovic sets the pick for Mitchell. A 3-pointer, no good. Leonard with the steal. Over Conley. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
Bogdanovic with a screen on George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer. Size and strength. Paul George has both, and you love his willingness to play through contact.
George against Mitchell. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the 3. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. There's the feed to Wall. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. On defense, the Jazz. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Bogdanovic. Mitchell against Wall. And it's Mitchell missing. Clippers leading by 3. And George kicks to Wall. Fades. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Jazz have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Mitchell. Conley against Zubac. Conley with the screen on George. And here's Mitchell from the arc.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he gets it to go. 6 points for Paul George. Jazz trail by 5. Inside, Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball. George, no good. Utah's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. To the paint, it's stolen by Wall. "16 feet away." Rebounded by the Jazz.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Mitchell. Hits the target from 18 feet. Mitchell's got 6.
Well, we've seen Donovan Mitchell extend his range and be able to finish at the cup. Sometimes the mid-range is what's available.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Now here's Conley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. With the drive and the rejection by Zubac. Leonard looking over the floor. Powell dishes to George. Over Mitchell. George, no good.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Conley against Wall. Mitchell outside. From downtown, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the defensive instincts have always been so strong for Kawhi Leonard. Boy, good night, sir.
And that one's good, George. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Los Angeles?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, and one other thing, they've got an impressive number of steals in the first half. Really good job on the defensive end.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Norman Powell unable to get his last shot to go. Mitchell finds Conley. Shot clock at 5. Another miss by Utah. Los Angeles leading by 5. Wall up top. George with the screen on Conley. Wall passes to George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Boy, nothing you could do there. John Wall so skilled at scoring despite the close from the defense. This guy is locked in.
Mann's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for John Wall. The Jazz making a switch here. Johnson against Leonard. Johnson outside. To the middle. Powell with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And Leonard gets it to go. And now a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. All the officials are all over that one.
Utah shooting their first free throws of this game. The first one falls. that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clippers leading by 8. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They set the screen. Here's Clarkson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, just gets into the thick of the defense and makes a terrific play. Go ahead, Jordan Clarkson.
And what a great addition to the second unit up in Salt Lake with the Utah Jazz doors. Jordan Clarkson has really fit right in.
Well, he's fit in between the lines, and as importantly, he is so beloved in the locker room. This guy gets along with everybody on the team, and their time bonding in the Orlando bubble, I think, really just allowed him to come out of his shell. Just a genuine guy, and we know chemistry matters.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
The shot's good. Leonard's got 9.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Mitchell outside. A 3 ball. Takes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
This guy came into the league as a volume three-point shooter. Now Donovan Mitchell's percentages have greatly improved. He has put in a ton of work, and it's paying dividends.
Kennard, the pass to Leonard. He kicks it to Jackson. 6 to shoot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Mitchell dishes to Clarkson. Shot left block. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Jackson misses.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. Driving inside. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Shakes him. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Mitchell looking it over. Passes it to Beasley. All sorts of time. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, that's a beautiful pass by Donovan Mitchell to a ready shooter, and his focus as a distributor has really improved.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. There's the dish to Jackson. Here's man. Covered by Beasley. Stolen away. Jazz passing it around. Mitchell against Jackson. Top of the key. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Kennard for 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 6. Mitchell outside. Driving to the basket. Basket counts. Mitchell's got 13.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Leonard attacking over Bogdanovich. Leonard, no luck. The Jazz shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots. Now Clarkson. Leonard with the steal. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Wall in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. There's the triple. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Doris, you look at Marcus Morris, a very solid 3-and-D type of forward.
That's exactly right, because think about it, Morris, early in his career, there was a reluctance to shoot the range shot. He was more mid-range guy, but credit him for putting in the work. Now Marcus is a deadly three-point shooter, and he brings a size and physicality on the defensive end.
And he's good on the first of 3. Offensive stats and records always draw more attention, Doris, but the defensive skill level in the NBA right now is also incredibly high.
It is, Kevin. We talk about basketball IQ, and so often we're referencing the offensive end of the floor, how to manipulate pick and roll, how to read and react in some motion offenses. I think high-caliber, smart defensive players impact winning as much as anybody. Do you have game plan discipline? Do you know what your philosophy is? Do you understand the personnel on the opposite side? That takes work and it takes commitment, and I have great admiration for those guys.
And he nails the third.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Kennard against Clarkson. And Bogdanovich now top the key, and it goes down 2 points. Bogdanovich has got his first points of the game.
Well, there's a smooth efficiency to the jump shooting ability of Bojan Bogdanovich. What a knockdown shot.
Covington kicks to Wall. Covington setting the pick for Wall. Going inside, plays it up off the glass. Wall's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, there's just such a grittiness, such a toughness to John Wall. Nice finish through contact.
Mitchell passes to Clarkson. Mitchell against George. 5 to shoot. And Bogdanovich kicks to Gay. Off target from three-point range. And George, here we go, scores off the crossover. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Mitchell outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by Covington. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Wasted no time on that one. George has got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
The offensive rebound kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Gay sets the pick for Bogdanovich. Back to Gay. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George looking around. Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin. and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And there's the pass to Clarkson. Over Kennard. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Mitchell against George. Covington kicks to Kennard. Covington a screen on Clarkson. There's the drive. The shot's good from Kennard.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Clarkson finds Mitchell. Clarkson against Kennard. Shot clock at 6. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Over Wall. A second chance effort. Azubuike, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Covington setting the pick for Wall. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
To the inside. Wall. That ball's nice speed that time from George. Wall's got 7 points in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The drive by Mitchell. And Covington sends it back. Here's Wall. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Azubuike. They swipe it. Wall against Mitchell. Right side, Wall. Takes it inside. And here's Covington from the arc. The Clippers rebound. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. Outside, Wall. Wall with another miss.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Inside. Azubuike dishes to Clarkson. Here's Mitchell. Azubuike trying to break free. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Clarkson. He's got 15.
The combination of power, aggression, and frame, and a willingness to embrace contact, Mr. Donovan Mitchell delivers.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. Leonard comes in for Robert Covington. Mann subbed in for Paul George. Pass to Mann. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard with a screen on Clarkson. Kennard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Luke Kennard entered the league with a long history of success, both in the high school and collegiate levels. And this is a guy who I think still has a high ceiling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kennard. And for Kennard, he was a standout player at a very early age.
Well, you can look no further at the state of Ohio and the scoring records he put up. Kennard outscored LeBron James's high school numbers. He has that kind of game where he can just take over with his shooting.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Clarkson passes to Conley. Gay sets the pick for Conley. Driving in. Here's Horton Tucker. Banked in off the glass. Horton Tucker's got 6 points.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Wall picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Horton Tucker. He has 6. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Paul George is checked in for Terrence Mann. Norman Powell comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for John Wall. And Utah also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. Johnson with a screen on Zubac. Shot's good by Gay.
And really the strength of Gay is impressive. Easily bouncing off the defense while still finishing the shot.
George against Johnson. Powell the pass to George. Los Angeles with another miss. Jazz trail by 13. Outside Conley. Pass to Gay. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Horton Tucker. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 13. Powell the pass to George. Here's Zubac. Powell, no one around him. And the 3 ball is good. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Conley surveying the D. And he drives in. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, the speed and the creativity of Mike Conley off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Johnson. He hits both from the stripe. Clippers leading by 14. Jackson with it. To the middle and stolen by Bogdanovich. Jackson against Conley. Rudy Gay on the wing. Now here's Conley. Back to Gay. Clock at 6. Here's Conley. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Conley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, smart shot selection from Mike Conley, right? Just get into your mid-range bag and complete the play. He does so there.
Here's Leonard. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And the Jazz with possession here. They trail by 14. The pass to Horton Tucker. Gay inside. Zubac's defending, and that one's good by Gay.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
George dishes to Jackson. Back to George. 5 on the clock. Pass to Powell. Over Mitchell. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Okay, we see the mid-range game of Norman Powell starting to take shape, doing work.
Pass to Horton Tucker. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Horton Tucker's got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Mitchell against George. Gay a screen on George. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside, George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one, good. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 17. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 10 points after they get the bucket from Horton Tucker.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
George against Bogdanovich. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely. And it's Leonard missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Horton Tucker, that's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now, here is George. "20 feet out. Rebound, Utah. Bogdanovich has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Conley against Jackson. Now here's Conley. He's covered closely. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Outside for Jackson. And the 3 off target. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. 6-point game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bogdanovich wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Now George. And there's the drive. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 slot. Chalk up 2 there. Horton Tucker's got 14 points for the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Passes to Powell. To the wing on the left. Lobbed up there for Powell. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovic. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Leonard with the steal. Drives to the hoop. Over Mitchell. Misses off the left iron. Jazz trail by 4.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Now here is George. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Got a piece of it. Now the Clippers moving it up. The 3 from George. And they recover it. And now Utah, fast break. And it's sent back by George.
Boy, Paul George making his presence felt on the defensive end. The length comes into play right there.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Bogdanovic passes to Horton Tucker. Into the lane. The 3. Bogdanovic, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now here is George. Not a lot of room. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Jazz trail by 4. Down low. As Abuki dishes to Conley. Kicks it to Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Trying to end the drought. And the layup by George. George has got 16 points.
Nothing you can do there. Paul George has all the tools to rise and fire with a hand in his face.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's got 14. It's Powell with the drive. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Zubats with the screen for Wall. A three from Leonard. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Mitchell, and it's in there. Mitchell's got 19 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now, here is George. He's got 16. Clock at 4. It's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jazz trail by 7. Mitchell outside. And the pass to Azubuike. Outside Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. He takes it in. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Well, deceptive speed to me on that drive. Bogdanovich able to slice through the defense.
Bogdanovich against George. And he makes that one. George has got 18 points.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
Pass to Zubats. Back to George. In the corner, Powell with it. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Jazz trail by 4. Passes it to Azubuike. Poked loose. All with the steal. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Leonard. Powell finds Leonard. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Well, also, I think their blocked shots really jump off the page. They've sent a lot of attempts right back where they came from today.
To the inside. Stolen by Michael Conley. Mitchell in the corner. Launches it. Another miss by Utah. Los Angeles leading by 6. And it's Wall in the corner. Off target with his 3.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here is George. 18 points for him. Sweet little floater. George has got 20.
Well, Paul George's been cooking all night. The defense has nothing for him right now.
There's the pass to Azubuike. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Here's Horton Tucker. He's covered by Leonard. Horton Tucker's shot is off. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Outside, Wall. They get a hand on it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to George. Offline with his 3. Jazz trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Azubuike against Zubac. Here he goes. The shot's good from Horton Tucker. He's got 19.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
So, for the Clippers, Mann's checked in for Paul George. Luke Kennard comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Jackson in for John Wall. Jackson passes to Leonard. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And the Jazz with some changes. Bogdanovich is checked in for Johnson. Malik Beasley comes in for Horton Tucker. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Mike Conley. Zubac with the screen for Kennard. Jackson has the open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5 minutes.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard finding his teammate on time and on target.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires, and we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league." Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And here's Jackson after Bojan Bogdanovich getting his shot to go from deep. On the clock, Leonard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. 18 points for Kawhi Leonard.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2, and he hits the jumper for 2. Bogdanovich has got 7 points here in this quarter.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
When I think of Ivica Zubac, I think about solid big man who is still young and developing. It's really a matter of him gaining confidence at this point.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers.
Come to me, come to me.
Jackson against Mitchell. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Goal for Zubac is to be a starter in the league.
You know, this guy has started games in the past. He's also played well off the bench. And listen, he's not going to be a guy who shoots with range, but given everything else you need from a center, he can deliver.
And that one's good, Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard is 230 pounds of nothing but pure strength. What a finish at the rim.
Beasley outside. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Rebound, Utah.
you know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Clarkson against Kennard. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Clarkson.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll, because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Now here's Leonard. Kennard up top. Leonard attacking, and they pick up 2.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And Doris, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment. And boy, Kawhi has.
George is checked in for Terrence Mann.
This guy turned himself into one of the league's top talents. Kawhi Leonard continues to be a dominant two-way force.
Now, here's Clarkson. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Drops in the tray. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Kennard against Clarkson. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Mitchell leading the charge. The game now all time. Clarkson's got 8 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bogdanovich against Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Back to Jackson. Jackson, a screen on Bogdanovich. Leonard, no luck.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Clarkson for 3. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 4 slot. Here's Powell after Jordan Clarkson's bucket. Covington kicks to Jackson. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Mitchell. Clarkson outside. That 3 off the mark. The Clippers trail. Powell for 3. Here's Leonard, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Leonard's got 14 points here in the second half.
This has defined Kawhi Leonard's game going back to college. He understood rebounding is important to winning.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And that sends Donovan Mitchell to the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Utah Jazz.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
You know, another thing I've noticed is how many of their baskets are coming off assists. Great ball movement for them all day.
And one thing you hear again and again about Mitchell, his leadership, especially for a young player.
is striking.
Well, coaches and teammates all agree. He's a natural-born leader, comfortable using his voice, but at the same time, it's all about the team with Donovan.
Now, here is George. Outside, Wall. No good on the three.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound, Utah. Azubuike's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Mitchell against Kennard. They set the pick. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers trail by 5. Wall finds Kennard. Back to Wall. Covington setting the pick for Wall. Drives to the hoop. Plays it up and banks it in.
This is one of the staples of John Wall's games ever since he came out of Kentucky. Put it on the deck and get to the cup.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Gay passes to Bogdanovich. Azubuike a screen on Wall. And Bogdanovich kicks to Gay. Shoots over Covington. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Gay's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz. Covington setting the pick for George. Driving the lane. Count it. George has got 22.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Pass to Gay. At the top of the key, Mitchell. And it's sent back by George. Kennard with the ball. And it's Clarkson picking him up.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Down low, deflects the pass. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers to take the lead. Doesn't go for him. So Utah will take it the other way. Mitchell finds Clarkson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Got a hand on it.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
Mitchell against George. 18 feet out. And right through it goes. He's got 24.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Really good execution by Jordan Clarkson. As a coach, you're always looking to maximize your team's consistency. That's good offense.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Robert Covington. Mann subbed in for Paul George. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
Thank you, David. Wall finds Leonard. Back to Wall. Here's Mann. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Mann's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Gay outside. Clarkson outside. Over Kennard. The shot by Clarkson, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Kennard, the pass to Leonard. And he banks in the layup. 27 points for Leonard.
Well, with a 7'3" wingspan, Kawhi Leonard can beat even good defense with that reach.
Here's Horton Tucker. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
A different look for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Mann. And it's Powell in for Luke Kennard. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Utah. He feeds it to Clarkson. Picked by Gay. 5 on the clock. Clarkson goes in. And the rejection by Zubats.
And Gay, just so difficult to guard. Skilled with his ability to shoot it and still explosive at attacking the rim.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Gay.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Good on both. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. George against Johnson. Powell for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists now in the game. Conley up top, covered by Wall. Conley gets the bucket.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
Johnson against George. He kicks it to Powell. From outside, off the mark. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Horton Tucker. Over George. Horton Tucker's shot is off.
That's a difficult shot, and if he could do it again, I think he definitely would pass it off there.
Wall against Conley. George with the screen on Conley. Wall passes to George. Shot clock at 6. Over Conley. And that one hits back iron. The Jazz have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Johnson at the elbow. Johnson sends the screen for Conley. And he drives in. Leonard with the steal. George with the ball. And it's Clarkson picking him up. Powell against Johnson. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Jackson, he's checked in for John Wall. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Horton Tucker. Clippers with the ball. 3-point lead. Jackson dishes to George. It's Powell on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Powell's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Los Angeles. Clarkson against Powell. Clarkson kicks to Bogdanovich. Goes back up. And Clarkson with the nice bucket inside.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
And George, there we go. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 26.
There's some toughness in the attitude of Paul George. Perfectly fends off the D on his way to the rack.
Conley finds Gay. Gay sets the pick for Clarkson. And here's George. The 10-footer. Again, Los Angeles.
Now, Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
Conley against Jackson. Conley's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Kicks it out to Gay. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
George with the ball. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Clarkson against George. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
The passing skills of Paul George are simply impressive. This guy is terrific at realizing when he needs to give it up.
Clarkson against Powell. Clarkson passes to Bogdanovich. Hits the three-point bomb. Bogdanovich has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jams. Outside Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Zubac against Gay. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound, Utah. Mitchell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Clarkson taking his time here. Shoots over Zubac. And the rejection by Zubac. Clarkson against George. Kicks it to Powell. On the wing, Jackson. To the inside. Stolen by Gay. Here's Clarkson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin. He dishes it to Powell. 6 to shoot. Zubac with the screen for Jackson. And the Clippers miss again. Conley against Jackson. Conley's shot is off.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to him when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Paul George.